Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and as always told, out of Voice Radio. So today, we are testing the most hyped deck from Forbidden Light. It is Malamar Ultra Necrozma. Shout out to the lovely Martin Cornwall. He let me use his account, which has all the stuff on, which is why my username's a bit different in this particular video. And a quick note that unfortunately YouTube will not let me put up an announcement video for my streams anymore at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. They gave me a community strike and everything. So make sure you're following at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio and follow me on Twitter at the Wassy so you can find out about streams in the future and come and join in. But for now, grab yourselves a nice cold beverage, sit down, relax, and enjoy the highlights. What we've got here is, now I do kind of want a second Mew. That is the one thing that I do kind of want. But other than that, I'm quite liking this list. I have put a couple of Beast Ring in there, because I think if you can draw them at the right time, they're just redonk good. And we've added in a unit energy. Now, I got this from the Japanese list. This is really good, because it can be like a third metal energy, but it works for Lunala Prism Star. Hey, Nick! Now, I don't love leaving the Mew in the active. Oh, it's a Garboda deck. This is where Beast Ring might come in super handy. I would like an extra card. Ooh. Let's go Ultra Necrozma. Now, annoyingly, my opponent probably is... Oh, nice! My opponent probably is playing Enhanced Hammer here. So what I would love to do is just pop that unit energy down. I don't think it's a particularly great idea. So we'll play Tapu Lele, we'll grab ourselves a supporter card, and it's going to be... It's going to have to be a Cynthia, because I'm not getting rid of my unit energy. To be perfectly honest with you. Yay! Trainer Zoo Now cheered 100. Thank you, Trainer Zoo Now. You are a lovely dude. And then Murphy, what, you actually missed quite a bit. You missed a fairly lengthy Naganadal Buzzwole session. Oh! Don't like that. Although, I don't know. That's not terrible. Yeah, we can live with this. We do need another Ultra Necrozma out. Or even actually using Mew as a single prize Ultra Necrozma could be a better play. Oh, come on, you suck. Really doesn't matter. We don't need Tapu Lele. To be honest, this is and there's a reason I didn't play the Oranguru, right? That was one of the reasons I didn't play the Oranguru. Oh, turn 2 win, baby! Turn 2 win! I mean, I know we've already got the... Yow! I wanted to hit you for 160. Boo! Okay. Maybe not the most reliable way to test a deck. My opponent had nothing, and we smashed them. But not yet. Greninja, absolutely. I am definitely going to make a Greninja deck. By the way, I know we're not doing many viewer battles today, maybe no viewer battles today. However, we will be doing a stream tomorrow and Thursday, and one of those will be pretty much entirely viewer battles. So that's all right. Maybe we'll get, maybe if Chipmunk's cool with it, he can basically trade us a deck and we'll trade it back after the stream. But yeah, we will be doing a whole bunch of viewer battles either tomorrow or Thursday. And as for Greninja, yes. Absolutely, we are going to be playing Greninja decks. They are essentially next up on my list of decks to play. Yeah, we are definitely going to be doing that. That is going to happen. It's on, ladies and gentlemen. It's on. So that's going to be fun. And then what else? Yeah, Parallel City. You should... Oh, it's a bit weird. Oh, do we risk the unit energy? We do, because the only real alternative is potentially not drawing any energy. and that's not a position I want to be in. We need to hit an Inkay here. This is not a particularly good draw. Or do we go Lele? We go Lele. Now, I know you're not supposed, I am fully aware, you are not supposed to search for a Lele and not play it. But here's the thing, I actually want my opponent to end me. I would much rather not take up the bench space with Lele and get end. So if they end me, I am absolutely sorted. If he plays an Enhanced Hammer, that's going to suck. Now, the reason we didn't go for an Inkay there was we've actually got the KO on the Trubbish here with just an energy, right? So it really doesn't matter. So we don't actually need the Inkay turn 1 if we're going first. So we can live with it. Oh, Alolan Vulpix. It just means we're going to end. We still got the thing is, do we really want to use unit energy and beast energy to get a KO? That seems a little bit over the top. The good news is you will full-on use Dawnwing's Necrozma's attack here. Ooh! Ha! That would be pretty... Oh, yes! Okay. Now we do attach the beast energy because the only real alternative would be discarding it with Professor Sycamore, in which case it goes straight to the discard. Now, we just used a... Oh my goodness, that sucks. I am not a fan of this play. But it's got to be done. And look, we're going up a prize. Now, how many items have we just used? 1, 2, 3. My opponent's hitting 60. We don't care. Oh, no! That was dumb! That was so dumb! I don't feel clever. I don't feel clever right now, ladies and gentlemen. Could be worse. It was pretty dumb. I'm going to be honest with you. It was pretty dumb. Now we're in a really awkward position where we're going to need to enter a field blower, but I think we only play like 2 of those. Or we might have to use a Lunala Prism Star one turn, or... It's going to be a pain. Or maybe they just whiff, right? Maybe they whiff. That would be nice. Although, to be fair, we've got maximum 1 Malamar next turn anyway. Greninja! The thing is, there are 2 massive, massive differences between Greninja-GX and Crobat. Number 1... Really? Oh, no. We only need 1 basic Psychic for a KO. So yeah, number 1, Crobat had free retreat. That was huge. And number 2, Crobat was a non-GX. We only gave up 1 prize. Really? This is not going well, ladies and gentlemen. This is really not going well. I mean, it's literally like our hope for this game now. Oh, my goodness. I mean, the good news is, yeah. I mean, essentially, next turn, we're going to have to Solgaleo Prism Star. Lunala Prism Star. Or go nuts with Beast Ring. But even then, I mean, we've actually not got that many energy left in deck now. So it really is going to be, it's going to be Lunala Prism Star and Beast Ring. Essentially, Malamar's all but out this game. We just don't have many Malamar, which is fine. But, I mean, the good news is, what do we do now? Do we attach... I can't even remember what my deck list is. Do I play Super On? I should do. Do we attach the Metal Energy? Fine. Do we attach the Metal Energy? I don't think we can attach the Metal Energy. No, we can't attach the Metal Energy. Oh, my goodness. Too much. Too much. So, we need Lunala Prism Star. It's literally as simple as that. If we hit Lunala Prism Star on a Psychic Energy, we're fine. Cool. Please don't be prized. Please don't be prized. Okay. This is actually going to work out all right in the end. So... Oh, how many items have I played? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many Guzma have I played? Yeah, we dumped the Guzma now. And essentially, we're just no Malamar now, right? We have gotten rid of Malamar. We basically said, nah. We've given up. So, let's go Full Moon Star. And then what we really want is one on there, 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 and one on there. Don't think I should have put a Mew on the bench, to be honest. I think putting Mew on the bench could have been dumb. Really? Ha! Oh, that is another item, mind you. We just need Beast Ring now. If my opponent takes a KO this turn, it opens up Beast Ring and we should be all right. Okay. So we can actually take a KO here for 2 prizes and gain immunity. Or we could just take a KO. What's that? That's not particularly impressive. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And that thing's weak to Psychic. I think we're going to be all right. Weirdly, we're not using Malamar. And Malamar's a thing that we were kind of expecting to be using. So, good news is we have access to Invasion. Although, to be honest, we had Floatstone. So even if we didn't, we could have Floatstone or we could have Field Blowered. Oh, we can't use our GX attacks. We're not behind on prizes. Oh, okay. Problem is, my opponent's probably going to end me here. I feel pretty confident about this game, to be perfectly honest with you now. Because, in theory now, we can just take out the Tapu Lele. Okay, we can definitely just take out the Tapu Lele. Now, let's just double check the maths here. Discard all basic Psychic Energy. It does 80 more for each you discard, so we're just doing 180. So let's Floatstone that bad boy. Retreat into him. And I want to play a bunch of... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I had the game sewn up then. And that's what's kind of terrifying about this Ultra Necrozma deck. I got 0 Malamar on the field. I got 1 Inkay on the field. And I didn't play Beast Ring, and that happened. Maybe you've got Malamar, Beast Ring, and Lunala Prism Star, all of which have the potential to do things like that. That's like a genuinely terrifying series of events. I suppose I probably should mention I'm winning like every coin flip tonight, which doesn't usually happen, but I kind of whinge incessantly when I lose the coin flips, so I feel like I should probably acknowledge when I win them. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I like this. Oh, that's just lovely. So, no. Yep, that'll do. We're actually going to attach it now. Now, slightly subtle play here, but this is the way to go. We actually want to attach and retreat so that we can have it in the discard to accelerate it next turn. Did that really make a difference? And just yes, it did. No, it did. Yeah, I like this play. We've now essentially got options. In theory, we could even Dawnwing's Necrozma next turn if we need to. Oh, it's a Glaceon. That's actually really annoying because it means I can't use this ability. I think we'll be all right. We need a Malamar next turn. We actually need quite... Oh, Glaceon Greninja. Hey, I might be underestimating it. I'm cool if I kind of... I don't mind underestimating it. Because it is a very... Oh, if only I had a single Psychic Energy. I wouldn't have mattered anyway. Kind of want a Guzma. We're just going to do this. Nice. Although, annoyingly, this isn't actually quite going to do enough damage. Which is kind of annoying. Because we can accelerate both the energy. Yeah, what I did with the energy was right, because if I'd attached the unit energy, they could have enhanced hammered it. And if I'd attached the psychic energy, I wouldn't have been able to get all three of these on turn one. Oh, come on! It wasn't that good a start. I want a real game. Stop being scared. Because otherwise, right, I'm going to put this all in a YouTube video. And I'm going to call it Malamar Ultra Necrozma is too good. And then people are going to be all like, oh, stop clickbaiting. But you know what, right? I just played 3 games in like 10 minutes. Because people are scared. Because it's too good. You're clickbait. This could work, actually. Essentially, what we want to do here is try and just bin a whole bunch of psychic energy into the discard and use Lunala Prism Star. That's the goal here. Fingers crossed, eh? Because if we can get a good Lunala Prism Star turn 1, we can set ourselves up for the game. Or do... Oh, this is such an awkward decision. Because Lunala's really good for 1 energy, which is nice. But then again, if I just set up the Malamar, that could keep me going all game and essentially guarantee me the win so I don't need to be end. But then again, I have no other turn 1 play other than Lunala. Like, Ultra Necrozma's doing naff all turn 1. It's an awkward decision. Now, presumably this will be for a Bridget. Oh. What do I do, ladies and gentlemen? What do I do? Because the other thing is, right, if this is a Solgaleo deck, as I suspect it is, what with a whole Nebby and a Metal Energy? I've got no good turn 1 play. Do I go Lunala? He's got 5 Pokemon on the field, but I've only got 1 energy in the discard. How many energy am I really going to be able to discard? I tell you what, if I'm going to get a bunch of energy in the discard, I'm only going to do it by using Ultra Ball or Mysterious Treasure, and I can use them to search out my Lunala Prism Star if need be. Okay. So no. This has kind of answered me question quite nicely. So now we'll just go and get another Malamar. And look, another Inkay. And hopefully my opponent doesn't have some kind of big KO turn 1. Because we could actually have a really good turn 2 here. And we do play like the full 4 float stones here. The other thing is, Gardevoir can be sometimes a bit vulnerable to disruption decks. We saw some Sylveon doing well in Utah. We also saw Sableye Garbodor winning in Utah. The other thing I think is very important to note, Utah had fewer than 300 people. That is very, very low for a Pokemon Regional in 2018. So it's just something to bear in mind. That doesn't mean it's not a good deck. It's just, you know, when you compare that to Dallas, I had like 1,000. It's not a great indicator of what's good and what's not. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, like 280 people's huge. You know, we used to have tournaments in the ECC in Europe that would have about that many people and be the biggest tournament in Europe all year. I get that. But even so, it's not, compared to the other tournaments we have data on, it's not quite as good. Oh, this why would you do... Oh, I'm cool with that. Right. So, if I get Malamar Energy... Now, I'm only hitting 180 normally. I need Choice Band. I need Malamar. There's a bunch of ways to do it, to be perfectly honest. So, we might as well Oranguru for 1, because I'm unlikely to be able to get more. Oh, what a card! So now, Beast Energy will get me the KO. Choice Band will get me the KO. Psychic Energy will get me the KO. I should hit one of those 3 cards. Are you actually kidding me? I am a little upset right now. How do I whiff them all? Boo! I mean, look, we can still Photon Geyser for 180. Thing is, that means I can get an easy KO on that with basically anything next turn. I mean, I can literally KO it with an Oranguru if I really want to. Or, what I can do is just leave Ultra Necrozma in the active, just attach a Psychic Energy and get the KO, while accelerating energy to a benched Necrozma ready for next turn, which is probably going to be the play, to be perfectly honest. So I'm okay with this. But that was still a little bit annoying. You know, I've got like 2 or 3 Choice Band, and I've got Beast Energy, and I've got probably like 8 Psychic Energy in my deck. I should have hit one of them, which, again, I still think I'm probably the favourite in this matchup, even if you think these are going to turn into horrifically big Pokemon. Firstly, I can still probably KO them, and secondly, well, I can KO this and this. So I'm not too worried. Upset? Yes. Worried? Nah. Garb gets kind of destroyed by ability lock and is a little prone to bricking. Gardevoir. Yeah, got that. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, now they're getting rid of their giant hand with Sin. Oh, Registeel. I love Registeel. Oh, I tell you what, I have got a pre-release Registeel. So if I do play Turbo Metals next weekend, I am actually going to get to go into a tournament with me promos. How cool is that? I think we Guzma here. I think we Guzma. Yeah. So what we can do here is we can get 1 energy onto him. Because I think it's too... It's just too tempting, to be honest. So let's get that back up, because now we're taking away some of his draw power while getting 2 prizes. And I know we're not really advancing our board state as much as we would like to. We're still getting 2 prizes. We're still in a decent position. So let's go Photon Geyser. We're only doing 60. We only need to do 60. I mean, Gardevoir with Tropical Beach, I'm all in favour of. I mean, let's face it, right? We're all willing to play Gardevoir decks and use a GX attack to basically waste a turn. So why not use Tropical Beach? Although, is it any better than a Alolan Vulpix in that deck? Have I added Beast Ring to my list? No, because it's not going to be legal next tournament. To be perfectly honest, I'm going to have to add Beast Ring, but I just don't know what to add it in instead of. But yes, Beast Ring is definitely going to have to go in. I don't know if I want to add Beast Energy, though. Because the thing is, Beast Energy does an extra 30, but it can't be got with Max Elixir. It can't be hit with Solgaleo. I don't really want to cut a basic energy. The great thing is, if I just hit a Psychic Energy this turn, I've got the KO on it, even if he gets it. And then that will just be it. But yeah, Beast Ring definitely needs to go in. Beast Ring is really good. But the thing is, it's a super consistent deck. And I worry about messing with it too much. But then if you hit the Beast Ring, but you're not always going to hit the Beast Ring, I suppose you would cut some Max Elixir, but the thing is, in the early game, Max Elixir is so good, and you're so likely to hit it. And then that can go on to a Cobalion or a Mew, or... It's gonna be interesting. I want to put Beast Ring in, but I just don't know where it would go. I mean, to be honest, right, it's way too late. It's way too late for this. Although I don't actually have a Floatstone yet. Oh, do we do it, ladies and gentlemen? Do we actually do it? We are really opening ourselves up to an N here. No, let's not. Let's just Cynthia like a good boy. I know that's basically a waste. I just want to get it out my hand. We kind of do. Do we need another Malamar? I'm going to put that down as bait. I know it's weak to darkness. Don't care. If my opponent KOs it, I get to go down to 2 prizes. Okay. Oh. I can't retreat. Well, I suppose I can retreat, but it's a bit of a pain. Huh. That's annoying. Yeah. Yeah. Problem. My one big worry here, and it is a genuinely big worry, is that I don't have I mean, I don't have a free retreater on the field, which sucks. And I don't have any draw power for next turn. And I can't play enough cards to get Oranguru. I'd quite like to be End, to be perfectly honest. Because if my opponent can get the KO here, I mean, what would be I need to get this rolling, but I've only got 1 Psychic in the discard. Well, I only played that for the fun of it. Yeah, please end me. Because, like, I need 2 energy in the discard to attack with this thing. And the only way I can do it is by retreating this thing. But then I'm not going to have enough energy. I'm not loving how I played this game. What did you miss, Samcon99? You missed me reevaluating my life. Or at least my game on here. Because even though I have a hand of 5, I have a terrible, terrible hand of 5. And I don't know how I know where my next KO is coming from, but I don't know where the one after that is coming from. And that's a bit of a worry. Oh, no, I do, actually. Yeah, no, I get it. So now I'm doing 180, which is easily enough. So let's pop an energy onto there. And then we can Psychic Restore onto there as well. Yeah, we do want a Super Odd, even though this gives us essentially more cards in deck. 2 of those are Tapu Lele, which are going to be like super useful. Okay. So now we can Photon Geyser. Annoyingly, right? B-String. No B-String! To be fair, I'm only playing like 2 B... Oh! Please end me to 2. Please end me to 2. I mean... Well, actually, to be fair... If he leaves Zoroark in the active, I've got the win. Because I've got an energy in hand. I was going to say, yeah, he wants to do this. This is a good play. Because otherwise, right, I can just KO with Ultra Necrozma. I don't like this game. This game is going downhill fast. Because he's actually got kind of energy here as well. If my supporter drought carries on, I'm over. Not only have I had a massive supporter drought, but my opponent isn't ending me like they should. So I'm drawing card after card, I'm taking a bunch of prizes, and I have nothing. I've got the Oranguru on the field, but my hand size is never small enough. And I can use my GX attack to give me immunity next turn. Oh wait, no, that's what I do. Oh no, I'm actually in an alright position here. Because... if I use this GX attack... No, I'm not behind on prizes! This is not going great. Oh, are you actually kidding me? And it's just card after card that I can't play. This is rubbish. And I'm not going to be able to accelerate enough. And I'm literally going to have to get a Guzma. So, I'm sure I've lost this game now. How many Guzmas my opponent dropped? Oh, they've dropped 3 Guzma in the discard. So it depends how many they play. Does anyone want to see, like, a really super depressing turn? Yeah. Now, if my opponent's got a Guzma, to be fair, they need Guzma, Energy, Solgaleo. So it's not a guarantee at this stage. No, you don't use Encounter for Ultra Necrozma, because the problem is, if you use Encounter for Ultra Necrozma, you need free energy on it to KO a Solgaleo, and you, plus including the Metal and free Psychic, which I can't do with my board state. You go for the Tapu Lele, and then what you do is you Tapu Lele for a Guzma for Lele, and then you... hope to draw Ultra Necrozma? Because I can't KO it with this. Yeah. I think I've lost. I'm not seeing many ways I'm going to be winning this game, unfortunately. Now, the good news is, if I draw an Ultra Necrozma, is he actually going to Solgaleo me? He's going to use Shining Arrow against my Mew. which I don't think is a particularly great play. And I'll show you why I don't think it's a... Now, he should not... He's just lost the game. He's literally just thrown the game away. He knows I've got Dawnwing's Necrozma on the bench. He knows I've got Tapu Lele in hand. And he knows I can only use a GX attack to take my last 2 prizes if I'm behind on prizes. I had nothing on my board that was threatening a KO next turn. Nothing. Come on. There was no way well, no, that's a lie. If he doesn't KO, I have to top deck an Ultra Necrozma and a Guzma to win the game next turn. I need both those cards. Because then I can get Mew to copy Ultra Necrozma for the win. The supporter drought was real. My Mew play was on point. My opponents, that was such a bad play. They literally just went, hey, Wassy, do you want to win the game? Yes. Yes, I do want to win the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that deck might actually be as good as advertised. It is a very, very strong deck. And you saw then, even if I didn't really have Malamar, it wasn't always the end of the world. I mean, I won a game without using Beast Ring or Malamar. That's genuinely quite terrifying. This is definitely a deck to watch. I think it's pretty gosh darn great. But I want to know what you think about the deck, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio, so that next time you can come and join in yourselves. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, etc., then head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do just that. And do make sure that you check out my other channel, Wassy Plays, for some more Wassy action. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.